Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on African Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it comes from a translation of a message that I received, and the translation of that message, it reads like this. The first message, it reads like this. Hello, how are you? Can you please post my story as anonymous? I am a 30-year-old South African woman. I do work. It's not like I get paid a lot of money, but starting today, this is what I'm going to do. I'll make sure that I will take care of my child without even bothering the father anymore, because I had a child with a Nigerian guy, and there were things that he did that I did not understand as to why this guy was always doing this. I even spoke with his family back home, and they also do not understand what happens. Here in South Africa, he's very rich, but if I show you his mom's pictures in Nigeria, you can even cry. The time when I saw his mom's pictures, I cried and I said, God, please forgive me if I am the reason as to why he cannot take care of his mom. If I am the one that is putting too much financial pressure on him, please, God, forgive me, please. I actually saw his mom's pictures by mistake. The woman, she is a beggar in Lagos, yet here in South Africa, this man, he lives a very comfortable life. He has a lot of properties. The last time when I last counted his properties that I knew, maybe he has other ones that I do not know, he had 8 houses that he have, and these are not like your normal houses that you see in the location in the most expensive suburbs in different provinces. That is his hustle, and the rental income that he gets from those mansions, I can tell you, each and every month he has so much money to spend. And when I saw his family in Nigeria, I saw these pictures in his laptop after he had asked me that if he was able to use my laptop, and I gave it to him. So he told me to go and leave his laptop at this other place for it to get fixed. When I went to collect it, I did not want to go to his house. I wanted to go and fetch something to my apartment, and then I just wanted to see what's going on. You know, as women, even though if you know that your man is a womanizer, but you are always digging for information. Then I saw the pictures that I saw in his laptop, and these were the pictures of his family in Nigeria. They are a family of beggars, yet their son is a multi-millionaire here in South Africa. So when this happened, I started to feel bad about myself. I kept on digging, and lucky enough, I then found the contact of this other sister, and I started speaking, and I told them that I was their daughter-in-law who was in South Africa, and I have a child with their relative here. And then we started to talk. She actually cried a lot, and I asked him, how was it even possible for me to send the money? They taught me how to send the money. I was beaten because I sent the mother money after I felt so much pain in my heart that how can a man that I am dating and is taking me on holidays, yet he has abandoned his family like this? So I thought that I was doing something that will make this man to love me even more. When he knew that this was what I had done, he came and he collected me. We went on a date. When we were at his house, that was when he grabbed me by the throat. He said, how dare you send money to my relatives? How dare you? You are a prostitute. Don't you know that you do not have the authority to send anything to my parents? If there was anyone who has the authority to send money without telling me to my blood relatives, is my wife. He grabbed me and he took me to this other room where he still keeps all of the things that his wife used to wear when she was still alive, because when he came here, he got married to a woman who later passed away. So there is a room where his clothes are, because the relatives, they refuse to take the clothes or anything. The pictures and everything, they are in there. And he was pointing at the clothes and everything, and he said to me, this is the only woman who has the authority to speak with my relatives. He then took my phone and he deleted anything that had to do with his parents. So it was really painful for me to know that this is what I am to this man, a prostitute. And I always wondered, from the time when we started dating, me and this guy, he is a womanizer. From the time we started dating, I could not understand why he kept on cheating on me. There was even a time when I counted the girls that he brought into his house. Like, guys, is it even normal that on a single day you sleep with so many women? I knew that he was dating too many girls after he had given me an STI. It was yeast infection. This was a couple of months after we had gotten into this relationship, and I had a yeast infection, and I knew that it might be caused by your man sleeping with another woman, and it can mess up with your pH balance. So this guy, I did not pick up my calls on that day, so I took my car and then I spoke with this other girl who stays close to the place where he was staying at that time, and I just parked my car in there and I started doing my investigation. I would call him, he would not respond, yet his car, it was parked outside of the gate, and then I saw a car that dropped this other woman, the first woman, and he opened the gate for that woman. After about 30 minutes, that lady left. It did not even take too much time. Another one and another one. These were different women that he was doing Uber for them to come to his place. I counted ladies that were close to 15 until I said, this guy, what is wrong with him? And then I went and I asked him, and he did not even know how to respond to me. All that he did was to shout back at me. I continued dating him because I was in love with him, but it still hurt me a lot because I had no understanding that some of these things that people do, they have a spiritual meaning. But now I understand there is something that this guy does. That is the reason as to why he ignores his family. His family, they are so poor, yet he has bought a house for my mom, yet his mom is a beggar. The time when I spoke with the sister told me that there are times when they can't even manage to pay rent, and the mother sometimes sleeps outside in the street. She is just a street beggar in Lagos. So after I had listened to another confession, it reminded me of my own story. This was a confession about a guy who was saying that he sleeps with a lot of women. That is where his money comes from. And now I understand that this was the reason as to why I was unable to control my boyfriend. Even if you go with him out to a groove or wherever you go to, he would always sleep with women in the bathroom. And women, because they love money, they will never say no to him. He offers you money just to sleep with you a lot. Even married women, they always want to sleep with him. But now I understand. What I'm going to do is that since I have a job, I'm going to move out of this apartment that is renting out for me and return back to the location where I grew up, and I'm just going to start afresh, me and my child. I'm not going to ask him for any money because I do not want to continue being a victim in this whole relationship. I used to be a victim because we have a child together. If he can't feel sorry for his own mom, a woman that went into labor and gave birth to him, do you think that if it happens that he has to sacrifice me, he will ever feel sorry for me or for my child? I know that it is going to be painful because my son has a great bond with his father, but his father, I think that he's involved in some dark occult stuff. Why the hell does he allow his relatives to suffer like that? Yet here in South Africa, he drives a lot of beautiful cars. It just hurts me to think about it. I will never allow my mom to be so broke like that, even though I am working. Dear listeners, right, there was a message that was sent to me by one of our dear sisters. Strange things indeed, they do happen in this world, but it is a wise decision dear sister, that you have taken. Maybe you should move back to the location. If he allows you, then you can stay at your parents' house. Maybe it can be better and you can start afresh. Let us try to speak with our dear sister in the comment section. Tell me what you think in the comment section. Do you think that this man is a ritualist? You can tell us in the comment section. Then there is another message that was sent to me, and the message, it reads like this: hello, how are you? I worked at Public Works. I'll just change and I'll say that I worked in Joburg region so that I can protect my identity, but this did not happen in Gauteng. It happened somewhere else. Please, people, they must know this. I will not say which department exactly, but people can track it easily. But we were 9 in my section. I was the only young black woman in the team at that time. I got that job through a graduate placement and then renewed for contract. There was a man there, a senior supervisor, married, very married, but he wanted me. Everyone knew he had a history of sleeping with female juniors. He started being nice at first. I will make sure we keep you, he would say. Then the day I ignored his message, he texted me on WhatsApp. It was like around 9:30, and he said, do you have time for coffee? I did not reply. Next month, everything changed. He started throwing my work files back to me, telling me this is nonsense. He would CC my manager on unnecessary emails, complaining that I don't read instructions. He refused to approve my leave. He would call me in the office and close the doors behind him and ask, so why are you ignoring me? I told him straight, I don't date married men. That was the beginning of hell. He pushed for me to be fired. He prepared even a disciplinary case. He lied that I had forged a signature. I was crying every day. My friend Nomsa from HR told me, listen, this guy has destroyed so many girls. You need at least spiritual protection. Try to find a healer. Otherwise, he's not going to stop this, what he is doing. And I am even afraid of this guy. And when she told me about this, I tried to find a sangoma, but it was as if the moment that I went to a sangoma, it just brought bad luck, because I crashed the car that I had got a few months before this whole thing had happened. So I really did not have anything to use when I was going to work, and the guy now was even harassing me even more. Then that was when I was assisted by another woman, and she took me to a Red Garment Prophet church because she said that their prophets are much more stronger. I did not even believe in those things. Like, I am an educated person and I did not want to believe in that Red Garment Church prophets are powerful nonsense, but I was desperate. I went with him, and when we went there, those people, they sang for 30 minutes, beating their drums, and it even irritated me. Then that was when the prophet came to me and said, someone wants to bury you at work, but that same shovel that they have dig for you will bury them instead. Then he said, we want to call an angel to come and correct this situation. The angel of death. You want justice. And I said, I want peace. He said, peace sometimes comes after removal. So I did not even understand what he meant by that. He prayed over a glass bottle with water. He added black powder. He made me to drink 3 drops. Then I went on my knees. Everyone there knelt. He raised his staff and he started speaking things that I did not understand. He said the angel must see the one who is blocking me in the spiritual realm. I left. I slept that night as if nothing had happened. Friday morning at work, people were crying. My supervisor had collapsed in the parking basement around the time when we were getting ready to start working. He had a heart attack, and this man, he died on his arrival at work. When this happened, my stomach dropped. I could not even breathe, and I was scared that I was the one that had caused everything. But it did not end so well for me till this very day. Even now in 2025, I still see this guy. I am afraid to even get getting close to a mirror, whenever I get close to a mirror or anything that reflects back at me, I always see this man looking at me. Sometimes when I walk in the corridor, like I always see him, and I do not know how to chase away this man from ever visiting me again. I asked the prophet to assist me, but he failed, and they charged me. And I was told that this is what the church does when they see that they are unable to assist you. What they do is that they will charge you a lot of money so that you can stop bothering them. The last time when I went to that church, it was this year in June, when they told me that in order for them to assist me, I was supposed to look for at least 500k so that they can call all the prophets from their church, and those prophets, they can do prayers at my house to chase away the spirit of this man. I really need assistance. If there is someone who is willing to work first to chase away the spirit of this man, and after that person would have worked, then we can talk about the payment. I am not rich. I just depend on a salary, but I'm pretty sure that I can have something in my savings that I can use so that this thing can stop bothering me. It is not an easy thing to live knowing that you are being followed by the spirit of a dead person. I need genuine help, not scammers. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our dear sister. Let us try to speak with our sister in the comment section. Strange things indeed they do happen in this world. Then there is another message that was sent to me by our sister. The message it reads like this. Hello, Brother Nashi, how are you? Can you please post my story as anonymous? I have come here with my own confession, and my confession, it goes on like this. I am a woman, and this happened soon after I had lost my job. So I believed that there was one at my workplace. This person, I believed that he was the one that had gotten me fired, and then I agreed to go and to bewitch that woman. There was this other older lady from our neighborhood. This old lady, she then agreed, and she said that she was going to remove my tooth, and she did so. And after my tooth had been removed, then they crushed it, and they said that I was supposed to go and sprinkle the powder, and I was supposed to sprinkle it at the woman's place. I went and I did so at her front gate. This I did at night. When I returned back home, there was a cat that kept on following me. I was walking by foot, since me and this lady, we stay in the same location, but that woman has since passed away. There was a cat that kept on following me, and then it disappeared. This woman, leg started to swell and it started to rot until she passed away. So I returned back to that Sangoma, and then she said now that the deed was done, we were supposed to do another ritual to also kill the cat that she had used, but she failed to take that cat back to the cemetery where she claimed that the cat had came from. To this very day, at my house, there is a cat that is always seen, and it is a black cat. And this cat, it also speaks with me. And whenever it demands food, guess what I do? I was given some powder that I blow at any person's house, even if it is my neighbor or someone the next street. I go there at night. Then I say, this is the house where I want you to eat your food for the next 2 weeks or for the next 3 days. So those people, when that cat is eating with them, their food will finish so quickly and they won't even understand what is happening to them. So this is my own confession, but I want this cat to be removed from my house. I have tried ZCC prophets, but those people, they failed to assist me. I even converted and I started going to the ZCC church for nearly 2 years, but it did not work. So I stopped going to that church and I started going to another church, but still I did not get any help. Do you know any person from Zim who is staying around Harankua that can assist me? Yeah, dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our dear sister. Let us try to speak with our dear sister in the comment section. Strange things indeed they do happen in this world. Are you staying in Harankoa? Do you know any person that can assist our dear sister? If so, you can come to my inbox and then you can share with us. You can even tell us what you do. You can speak with us on our Facebook, or you can come on our WhatsApp.